Sup? Suppity sup? Hope your day's going well. Mine's good as always. Usually, anyway. Was fighting the idea of coming out to ride tonight, and eventually I just couldn't resist. You know, it's one of my personal favorite times to ride when I can. Sunday just before midnight. I like riding at this time because there's so much less stuff happening, you know, you can just go and enjoy. The other thing I really don't like that much about riding during daylight hours is it's not even so much the traffic itself that bothers me. It's that nasty exhaust emission you get from some cars, you know. Just makes it like terrible to take a breath, and then you do take a breath and it's like, oh god, that's awful. Like, any benefit I got out of expanding my fitness today was probably negated by that moment. Yeah, I had a comment, I haven't answered it yet, I will. Maybe this is the end. I'll answer it manually, but saying how I'm lucky to have weather that's cool to ride in. And I agree, I love it. Riding in cool weather like this. And tonight, it's not even like cold out. It's cold if you're standing there doing nothing, letting the wind hit you. But when you're riding, it's just beautiful because you're able to keep your temperature in like a nice place, you know. You still get really hot, but you never really overheat either. So that's always enjoyable. What did I do today? Not much. I watched, what was it? I watched Trump's rally in New York. That was something to behold. You could tell they put like a good amount of budget into that. It raised like a lot of other awareness for me too. Like you genuinely have to wonder how many people actually believe in these people to set things right, you know. And as a Canadian who doesn't have any skin in that game, even though I do have skin in that game. You know, like, if Trump takes power, it will surely oust Trudeau from power here, because Trump doesn't like Trudeau. So that's one benefit as a Canadian that Trump winning will give Canada. Trudeau will be gone. He's probably gone already anyway. But you never know, right? If Kamala were to somehow pull the victory, maybe America wants to keep Trudeau in because he'll go along with what they say to extend his reign. For me personally, if it's Trump between Kamala, I personally would not want to see Kamala win for that one reason I just mentioned, and the other reason, the oil sector. Economically, since that sector has gone under just the last few years in Canada and lots of places in the world have become hell on earth. Hell on earth might be a little harsh. Less habitable. I could go, but the traffic was still just oppressive enough. Sometimes when traffic's moving slow is when it's the most oppressive. Yeah. Ideally, what I would love to see happen after this run for both Canada and USA, which isn't going to happen, is to get rid of this system where we pretend voting for one or two guys is what is really going to solve the problems that we have there, you know. When that couldn't be further from the truth, you know. Empowering normal citizens where they have an impact that matters is a future that I would love to see going forward. But I don't think I'll ever live in a world where I get to see that happen personally. That's just like a happy delusion, we'll call it. The more optimistic of you might call that a dream. But I do not believe that'll ever come to fruition. something I gleaned from this, from the rally, which to you more politically inclined people than myself might be obvious. Tonight, I felt as if Trump was setting Elon up to run in 2028. That's exactly what I felt tonight was actually about. Like, I can only imagine Trump's son Barron being like, I wish Daddy said those nice things about me rather than Elon. All Daddy ever says is he's proud I am tall. Meanwhile, Donald Trump Jr. is probably like, oh, I'm so glad just not to be a Biden. God, feels so good to not be Hunter. Yeah, real clown show we got on our hands. No matter who wins, we lost. That's always the story though, isn't it? Which went to my earlier point. Yeah, the amount that Trump was glazing up Elon tonight is just like, oh my God. It's hard for me to swallow that every person in chat that's actually like, yeah, for, and even against them, you know, it's like, come on, you all can't be real humans, are you? But alas, they were all real humans and Rusty was delusional yet again. No, like some of them have to be bots, right? As someone who's seen streamers use bots, you could fully comprehend and reason that departments with millions of dollars of advertising budget would also use bots for some things. Yeah, whoever you vote for though, or whatever you believe in, I don't really begrudge you for it one way or other. It's your choice. That's why I want individual people to actually matter about what they say and they think, you know? Whereas nothing we say or think, man, this guy's really taking his time. Yeah, not much to talk about other than that, though. In terms of the Toronto political sphere, you have the Toronto cycling subreddit, barely about being riding a bike anymore, other than, oh my god, Doug Ford's gonna rip out our bike lanes. That e-biker's really stupid. This driver's kind of stupid too. Glad to get by that guy. This car beside me is really annoying. Wants to ride the speed of a bike and ride beside a bike. It's like my pet peeve. the light at the top anyway. Whew. This is a harder ride than I anticipated tonight. Glad that's not me right now. Haven't gotten sick yet, despite people in my life getting sick. Sprint a little here, otherwise you get scammed. This light is such a motherfucker. I think my bike needs some maintenance, maybe some oil in the chain. Today, turn the cranks. Feels like extra hard. Maybe it might be soreness from riding lately, but I don't think so, actually. I think it just needs some minor maintenance. This car is going to completely block me. Yeah, I wonder if the Toronto cycling Reddit, I wonder if the users can read how they're being manipulated to be someone's political tool. You know, by going for one or the other, you're going along with it, with a facade. Like it's the same thing with the presidential election, mayoral, one for prime minister, one for president. It's all the same thing. Properly individualizing power in something that goes beyond just a ballot once every now and then you relinquish all your power and rights to that ballot until the next ballot. I wonder when people will figure out, you know, how worthless that truly is. Oh, you're just being a doomer, this, that. I really don't think so, honestly. I just like the world to be better than it is. You know, I can't tell if I was slower or faster tonight on my ride, but I'm gonna call it here tonight, guys. That's it. That's all. And remember, the same ride's never the same ride.